So the politicians feel scared, and they're really worried at the moment about the threat from Islam, and they want protection. Now, they've allotted some money to protect some of them, but the actual truth is to protect all of them would cost over 200 million a year from you and me, the taxpayer. Now, they want to be kept safe and immune from the public so they can carry on doing the devil's work. They want to carry on with their evil. They want to carry on ruining this country. They want to carry on introducing the thing that actually threatens them. Can you actually believe that? Why? Because they're paid to do so. So the idea being is we'll pay for the security of these people so that they can keep themselves safe while making us unsafer. Work that out, right? Worst of it is that even though Islam is an ideology, it's also a political system, and they haven't figured that out. So if you can't criticise Islam as a faith, you won't, because you'll be called Islamophobic. Surely pointing out the ills of their political beliefs would also be Islamophobic, so you wouldn't be able to do that either. And this is a part that most people, including me, are missing. Now, a secular society, that'll be a society without any religion. That'll be us, almost. We never were. We were a Christian society that has had atheism pushed on it, right? And many of my friends are atheists. They've got their reasons, all right? That's them. Fine. I'm not. I'm a Christian. But when, a society loses its faith, when it believes in nothing, it will fall for anything. And what happened is, as we got rid of Christianity, Islam sucked up the vacuum. That were the words that came from my friend, but it is true. So we have a problem. Now, a lot of you go, I don't believe in God, I don't believe in this. Fine, but you will need an army to fight under, and it will be Christianity, whether you like it or not. But there it is. But moving on, I actually think that these politicians are going to get people security put in place, because while they're saying at the moment they threaten Islam because Islam is being very honest about, do as we tell you or we'll hurt you, they've got a real big problem coming on. Now, Islam makes up a certain proportion of this country, and Islam usually throws its toys out the pram whenever it can to get what it wants. That's how it's made up. They're like this spoiled little child that really is due a good fucking disciplining and never had it. But you have a big problem coming at you, and that's old Whitey, because he's been quiet for too long, and he said nothing for too long. And like British people or English people, stiff upper lip and put up with a lot of stuff. But when they lose their shit, and they're going to come after all the politicians, whether they like it or not. And if you think Islam's bad at the moment, you wait till that lot go off the reservation. I would suggest the best thing you can do is to redress what you've done, look at it, and say it's a failed project, and then start looking at reversing the damage you've done. This is if you want to live in a world that's safe, because you're not living in a world that's safe, and you're not happy about that, because it's all right for it to happen to the little people. Fuck them. It really doesn't matter how much they suffer. In fact, the more they suffer, I think the more you're happy. But when they actually start coming for you, you squeal like little fucking pigs. I'm happy. I'm over the moon that you're feeling unsafe right now. You can't understand the joy that I'm getting from this, because I detest you, because you're liars, you're cheats, you are baseless, absolute fucking atheists, you're also degenerates. And I actually think you're playing for the opposition. I actually think you're either working for Islam or the devil itself. Now, I know a lot of you that follow me are atheists, and I don't usually do very much God stuff, but here's where we are. Remember the Crusades? They didn't go there and fucking fight under atheism, did they? Just saying, alright? That's as far as I'm going to go with that particular part of the topic. But here's my prediction. Things will get much worse this year for the politicians, and they will scream, and they will bitch, and they'll retreat, and they won't show up to their surgeries, do stuff, and they won't appear much in public unless they've got a lot of security around them. This is a sign of a failing society, when its politicians can't speak to its people because its politicians have fucked over its people so hard that its people want bad things. You have to really watch what I'm saying on it, but you know what I mean, right? So there it is. It's a really, really exciting summer we've got, but this may well be the summer of discontent. We've had the winter of discontent back in the 70s. We had a lot of rats, we had a lot of rubbish. There are some things to be drawn. The politician are the rats, and the rubbish we need to clear out. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit.